Nation, replay crew, I appreciate you. Those who circled back to the beginning, if you came in later during the live, I appreciate you. I'm hot already. And I know I'm sexy hot, but I'm like physically hot too right now. I did turn the fan off over there. This eye keeps tearing. This is my problematic eye. But we're going to do the intro. I'm going to turn the fan back on and give YouTube time to notify people, see who pops in. And then we will get into what we're doing. And what we're going to do today, we're going to do our second look with Swamp of Sadness from Notoriously Morbid. And this is what that looks like. And we're going to be watching my newest 8 new Notoriously Morbid Spellcast Beauty liquid lipsticks. And so, hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique because that's what they're telling you in whatever video you're watching. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. If you want to do the things, do them because you're just curious and you just want to see. But use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in the way that you are satisfied with it. Try not to ever feel obligated to do what somebody in a video is telling you that you need to do. The bottom line here is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that's what the Crazy Troll Nation is. That's what it means. That's what we stand for here. I hope it resonates with you. And if you've heard it numerous times, I hope that it has become one of your daily affirmations. Just love yourself for who you are and just do what you want to do with your makeup if you want to wear makeup. And so 2 things about me. One is I curse sometimes because I curse sometimes. And the other thing is there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I try to be aware of it to say, excuse me. So we're going to jump into this look. We're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do, City Beauty lip oil. I always do start a video. Hi, Lily. Moisturizing my lips, excuse me. And we're going to go ahead and prime the eye and get started with this palette. And I appreciate you being here. And so I'm a little out of it. I do have a budding migraine. And so after this, I'm going to eat and lay down. But we shouldn't be here long. I went ahead and did my complexion products and all of that stuff. So that's done. So that way we can just jump into this look. Thank you. I appreciate that. How are you doing today, Lily? Or tonight, wherever you are in the world? Because we have people that are here in the United States where I am, and there are some subscribers and viewers in other countries. And so I'm always just amazed how we're all connected being here at the same time, the same place, even where we're not in the same time, the same place. And so I really do love that. And it does go to show there is some good in social media. Thank you for the hearts. Just connecting with other people. Because when I was born in '69, so like we didn't have internet, we didn't even have cell phones. As a teenager, thank you for all the hearts. As a teenager, I think it was my late teens, I had a beeper. And the new generation now is probably like, what's a beeper? Or like, what's a pager? Yeah, that's what we had. And so when somebody would page me, I would have to go out to the payphone, make sure I have my nickels, dimes, and quarters, walk to a payphone to return the call. And so it is so different now. Like, things are so different. We can connect with people all over the world. Hello. I don't want to mispronounce your name, but thank you for being here. And so, hey, Michelle. Michelle, I didn't do my inner rims on purpose because I wanted to show you how I do them. But we'll do that later, though, because I just put the Fenty primer on. and it's going to start sticking. So we're going to jump into this look. And based on a question from someone yesterday, I'm going to do a dedicated video about the difference between oil-based paints and water-based paints, and I'm going to do a demo, like a side-by-side demo, and also include the removal process, because some people don't know about them, or they're just curious, like, you know, how do I do such and such? And so, and I do have a list of videos to do for the pro side, and I'm just like trying to fit it in. But since that was a recent question from yesterday, I'm going to knock that out probably this week, hopefully. Hi, Allison. And so that'll be good. And so when people ask me stuff, I'm like, watch my YouTube channel. So today, our second look, because earlier this morning, this morning, it was like a little after 1 a.m., we used this. Hello, lovely Joe. Oh, good. I'm glad you're feeling better. This morning, we did these 6 shades and this one because I wanted to see what it looked like, and it did show up like a pinky lavender type shade. And I'm trying to think if we use this one this morning because it looks more touched. Well, actually, I don't know. But so we're going to use this shade, which is a matte white, and these 4, and then we will have used every shade in this palette. And so we're going to get started. We're going to do light to dark as we've been doing. And as much as I don't like to be typical, that is like what I've been doing lately. So we're going to take this gold shade. This is, ooh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Auryn? A-U-R-Y-N. Auryn? So we're going to take this and put this in a corner. And I have a feeling this is going to be bright. This shade was just a shine on my lid because it was like my complexion. I was just like, oh, okay. So this I'd probably use for just under my brow bone in the future. I'm not sure yet. So we're going to take Auryn, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, and forgive me for this shadow over here from this mirror. We're going to put this here. We're going to, after this, we're going to, oh, that's pretty. We're going to swatch my 8 new Notoriously Morbid liquid lipsticks. And 2 I received a while ago. I did pay, well, yeah, I did pay for them. They were buy one, get one free. And so when the 2 came in, because I did an order of 6, 3 were free. And then the next day I ordered 2 more, 1 was free. And the 2 came in first. And I said, I'm just going to wait until the 6 come in, and then we'll just watch all 8. And so I'm excited to do that. Most of them are metallics. And y'all know most of my liquid lipsticks are matte. But I had a hard time passing up a buy one, get one free for liquid lipsticks from Notoriously Morbid. I do like their formula. The matte ones tend to be more opaque. The metallics, for me, more so it needs to be built up, which is fine because everyone doesn't want like a boom, bang, deep, dark look or, you know, that type of thing. And I do like their formula. And once it dries down, y'all, for me, they don't move. We're going to take, excuse me for that. This is that typical burgundy green shift we like. And this is the typical like green brown shift. I think we might have this in 5 different palettes we have, but I don't mind it because I do think it's a beautiful shade. These 2 next to each other, I think they would just blend into like one multi-chrome. But because I love those shades and those shifts, like I would not care. But I'm trying to decide, should I do the green first or this one? I'm thinking this one because I think it's going to sheer out where I think this one won't, which will make this one look a little deeper. So we're going to take this shade here, which is Fangs in the Dark. And we're going to put that on the center of our lid. And, y'all, my Scandinavia spray, it's spitting at me. Listen. I'm trying to get every little last drop. The good thing, and I thought I had a backup of this one. This is an 8 ounce, and I don't. So I'm going to order another one. But meanwhile, some of that from in there, that's the bridal formula. I have it in here in my label for me here. It says it's the bridal formula. So I do have some to get me by. And I have a travel size of the regular one. And I think I have a second one of these too. So, because when I was getting the large ones, I would put some in the smaller bottles. Easy to travel with instead of taking the large bottles. What I would love for them to do, if you're watching this Notoriously Morbid, no, I'm all wrong. That's Scandinavia. Okay, they're not watching this. But I would love them to do an 8 ounce of their makeup removal spray. That only comes in a 4 ounce. And I go through it. I go through it. I would love to have a larger one. Yes, I'm gonna have to go in their site and order another. So this is that shift we love. Like, it's just gorgeous. Hello. I don't want to mispronounce your name, but thank you for being here. Yeah, I have a thing with not wanting to mispronounce people's names. That's one of my pet peeves. Because I don't like it when people nickname me or call me something that's not my name. Unless, you know, they say, hey, can I call you such and such? Somebody I knew, he, because when you become friendly with somebody, sometimes you do just end up with pet names, nicknames, that type of thing. And he was calling me Snooky. And I was like, and I didn't say anything. And because we were really cool, so he wasn't like being snarky or anything. And then after a couple months, he was like, I never asked you, like, do you mind me calling you Snooky? I said, actually, I don't like it because I think of the Snooky from like North Jersey, and she's really obnoxious. Well, back when I had seen a few things from her. And I said, so I don't like it because it makes me think of her. I said, but on the other hand, I do like it because that's a nickname you came up with for me, you know, not related to, you know, her. And so he was like, oh, okay. And so I told him I was okay with him calling me that. Because it is special when people give you nicknames. It was just the association in my mind, which wasn't the association in his mind. He just thought it sounded cute. And so, and now we don't even speak. He was one of those people where, oh, let's get together for lunch. Okay, we would set a time and a place. And then like a day or two before, he would cancel. And so after like the third time that happened, I stopped caring. And so when he would reach out to me, I would reply back, but it was just like, because it was a pattern at that point. So I'm like, we're going to take this shade now. Why am I like this? This shade is the Sinking, this shade. And so it was a well-established pattern of his. And so I just stopped caring. And I would reply when he would text me. But I didn't reach out to him anymore. And so that was that. And so once in a while, you know, he would text me and I would reply back, hey, we need to get together for lunch. I would say, okay, just let me know when and where. And then I wouldn't hear from him for like another 4, 5, 6, 8 months or whatever. So, but I already knew at that point. And so, yeah, so that just fell off. And sometimes, even when we are cool with people, we'll just fall off. And they say, you know, people are in your life for a reason and a season. Everybody that comes into your life is not going to be a permanent fixture in your life. And so that's the learning lesson. If you're the type of person that your feelings may be hurt, or you may be wondering like, why so-and-so, you know, I don't hear from them anymore, or they only reply to me when I reply to them, or, you know, how come they don't talk to me like they used to? Like, everybody's not a permanent fixture in our life. And so when you do have those friendships, you know, just be content in that moment. And when it changes, if it changes, still be content, because it may be you or it may not be you, but try not to think like, oh, what did I do wrong that they're so distant now or whatever. And also don't chase people. And I say that because I'm over 50 and I'm just like, hey, if you don't want to talk to me, that's cool. And sometimes people really are just really busy, you know what I mean? And so, you know, your immediate family, those that live in the same house as you, your job, that stuff takes priority. If you have kids, that takes priority. So it really may not be you if they're just a busy person. And so it's just, you know, trying to understand like where they are in life and what they have going on in their life. And I'm not a phone talker. I will text you off and on all day because I can get to it when I can get to it. Versus a phone call, like just sitting there. And I'm like, okay, I got like 10 things to do. And you called me talking about what you got at the grocery store. Like, so let me make sure I'm not missing comments because all messages. Okay. So I do like the look. Very simple, very easy. Like that didn't take a lot of time at all. So we're going to take this brush and we're going to take this shade right here, and this shade is Fading Echo. And we're going to put this under our brow. And I should not have maybe taken the lid shades up as high as I did, because otherwise this would be like a transition shade. I'm looking to see if I can see it. I think I do, but I don't know if I'm just seeing things. I think it's a there, not there, which does make this great for blending. Like if you're the type of person that uses a shadow to blend another shadow, which I normally don't. Like if it does just so happen to do that, fine, but that's not what I'm going for. Then this would be that type of shade for you, depending on your complexion and stuff. So that's what that looks like. Thank you to the crazy troll nation kin that are here, because I think y'all were also in Janessa's live. And I was in bed, y'all, and I one of my wake ups, because I had told her before, thank you for the hearts, that if I happen to wake up, you know, I'll log in. Well, not log in, but, you know, I would join. And so the whole time, y'all, I was in bed. A few times I did doze off momentarily because, hey, Pamela, because when I would look at the chat, it would be in the same place that it was the last time I saw it. So even if I did doze, it was just a few moments. And I thought she had more to do, so that's why I put in the chat, you know, I would switch it to 9 o'clock, which I did. And then when she was like, okay, we're going to do the outro, and I'm like, okay, switching it back to 8 o'clock. So this is, and I do like it. The formula of these shades, everything is really smooth. You saw how everything goes on effortlessly. Very easy, very simple. We're going to take, is this side still tearing? I think it probably stopped. We're going to take that white shade, which is Ivory Tower, the matte one, and we're going to put that in our tear duct area. And I call it wrapping. I don't know if there's a term for it, where I put, because some people, when they do inner corner, they just do just right there. And I personally don't like just a ball of light. And so what I do is, and it's just a preference thing, I'll go a little bit above my tear duct area, and then I'll come around and put a little bit like right here. So it's sort of like just a V shape. So I do up here, and then I just wrap it around just right here. So it's not a ball of light. So, yeah. And if I want to put a little bit more up here, I do that, and down there. And so that's that. And I don't like a really bright inner corner for me, and that might be because I like looks like this. So let's just do right here on this side, just so you can see the difference. So some people just do just that. So look at that little ball. Look at that little ball versus that. Let me zoom in. So that's why I do this. And that's part of the intro. Just do what you want to do. Like, try all the things. Hey, Grace. And then figure out what you like best for you and do what you like best for you. When I work on clients, I think I talked about that this morning. When they say, you know, how do you like it? Because I'll say, how do you like it? I'll let them look in the mirror and they'll say, well, what do you think? I said, what you think is more important than what I think. I said, because you're paying for a service and I want you to be excited and happy and really enjoy the service you receive. And I said, I don't give my opinion first, because if they don't like something and I'm saying, wow, you know, I really like it, that's great, because they're deferring to me and my judgment as their pro makeup artist, they might be like, yeah, I like it, but really they don't. And they might think, you know, there's something wrong with them. And so that's why I don't give my opinion first. When I'm like, how do you like it? And you're like, what do you think? I'm like, what do you think? Because that is more important. And you know what they say to me? I appreciate you saying that, because I do, like how I just explained it to y'all, that's how I explain it to them. And they be like, I appreciate that. And part of that comes from when I was new to makeup, when I didn't like something that a lot of content creators were saying they loved, I thought it was something wrong with me. Like, I really did. And then it took me a while to be like, it ain't nothing wrong with me. I just don't like it for me. And it can be challenging when it seems like everybody you watch is raving about something, And then you try it and you're just like, yeah, I don't really like this one. Lower lash line. So at this point, we've used every shade in the palette. This morning, we used this one and these 6. Just now, we used these 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. So we've used every shade in here. Hey, Dawn. So for lower lash line, I am going to blow it out over here because of where my teariness wiped away the concealer and foundation. So it is like a little dark patch right there. And I think we're going to put that gray here. So what I'm thinking is to put this on lower lash line and then take this shade and blow it out. That's what I'm thinking to do. So we're going to do that. Even though, like, this lid shade would be nice. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to put that brush down. We're going to take Ancient Morla, this shade right here, the one that has that green burgundy flip, and we're going to put that on our lower lash line, the first half, because I just want to see. Oh shoot, wait, I was supposed to be showing Michelle something. So let me gently. When I do clients' faces, y'all, I go through so many of these. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I need to like buy stock in whoever makes these or something. Inner rooms, Michelle, are you here? Are you here, Michelle? This is for you, baby cakes. Excuse me. I have a budding migraine. It's not horrible yet. I didn't take the med yet. Earlier today, I had developed an ocular aura in my right eye, and that went away. And then I developed an ocular aura in my left eye, and I'm like, this is going to be a migraine day. Sometimes they're a precursor for migraines for me, and sometimes they're not. But I realized that when one happens, goes away, and then the other eye, usually that leads to, that's a precursor to a regular migraine. And I think it's because I was just so busy over the weekend, and my sleep was somewhat disturbed. Sleep deprivation is one of my triggers, among other. This is Hellbent from MAC. And so, hey, Alexandra. So this is what I do, Michelle, because I think I said it wrong. I said when I do the bottom, I tilt my head down and look at the line. And then when I do the top, I said I tilt my head back and look down. But I'm not looking down because the upper lash line is up here. The upper inner rim is up here. And so, hey, Janet. And so I'm like, let me just slow it down and just do it so she can see. And the reason, and I'm not saying don't pull your eye down. I'm not saying that because people do it all sorts of ways. But I don't because I got enough wrinkles. And my wrinkles, they don't need to have another get together. So that's why I don't. But it still brings it down. So I will tilt my head down and I will go like this. And when I'm in one spot, I always start at the outer corner for whatever reason, I don't know, in case I mess up and poke myself in the eye, I think. Hi, CH, how are you today? Hi, bubba. And so I will tilt my head down, and when I'm going like this, I'm finding the line. And even by doing this, you do see how it's still pushing down my wrinkles, right? And so I don't want to encourage that. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad. You're welcome. So I look down and then I look at the line, and whenever I'm in one spot, like just kind of tapping, that's me finding the line. And once I'm on it, I just go straight across. And you see it is still pushing down my inner rim without me pulling it down to see it. And so that's what I do. I find the line and then I just run it across. Ta-da! It's very subtle, but you do see a difference between inner rim bottom over here and nothing over here. And I love this look. And from when I started doing this back in like 2008, I've done it ever since, unless I forget to do it. Like how sometimes I forget mascara. Or sometimes I forget my upper lash line liner. I just always liked how it looked. And so that's how I do that. And go back and forth as much as I think I need to build up the color. And so that's that. And then for the top, I tilt my head back. And when I'm doing this, I'm finding the line. And then I run it across. I do go more gently than the bottom because there are times when if I'm a little too aggressive, the pencil will go under my inner room. So it's like rubbing underneath my inner room. And that's why I do like gel pencil liners, because even if I poke my eye with this, I'm not going to feel it because it's so smooth. You know what I mean? Versus a pencil where you have to sharpen it. Hey, Caitlin, I remember you. How are you? Thank you. I'm doing okay. I mean, I have a budding migraine, but we're here. I'm going to eat afterwards and just chill out. So I find the line and then I just run it straight across. Um, Hung Vango, Natasha, they will sometimes lift up the eye on the person, because when you do this, you can actually see it. But for me, doing myself, I do it. And I do ask clients, do you normally do your inner rims? And usually they say no, and so I don't do it. Or I'll say, if you want to try it, we can try it. If they say yes, we do. If they say no, then we don't. And I always tell them, when I ask questions, if you want to try it, we can, but feel free to say no. Because sometimes people, and I'm not saying this is my clients, because it's really not, but sometimes people will feel like, okay, if they're asking and they're the pro here, then, I need to do it. So I always say, you can say no, it's perfectly okay. And so this is me finding the line and then just go straight across. Ta-da! So that's how I do that. Lower lash line is a whole lot easier. Joe, I'm not used to. Okay, wait. I'm going through the chats. Okay. Chats. There's only one chat. Excuse me. Trying not used to it. And I think it looks good on everyone too. It avoids getting smudgy at the end of the day though. I can say, for me, and it depends on if your skin is oily or not, or what pencil you're using, because I never have smudging. The NYX one, they will wear out, like in here, the inner corner and the outer portion. The MAC ones don't do that, and the Hung Vango ones don't do that. Like, it'll stay until I physically take it off. And even if my eyes tear, sometimes it still won't come off. And so it might be the type of product. I can't say. I did try ColourPop back in the day. They irritate my eyes. I tried other brands, irritate my eyes. And so I stick to, the Sephora ones don't. So the ones that don't irritate my sensitive ass are the Sephora's, MAC, NYX, and Hung Vango. I never use a black. Every black I've ever used in my inner rooms has irritated my eyes. Every single one from whatever brand it was. And so I think it's just whatever color, whatever that color is to make it black. And so I don't use kohl liners, because those are usually black and they're said to be more creamy. And also putting color on your inner rooms, some of it does get in your lash line. And so I'm trying to think of who does this. I don't know if it's Natasha or not, but they'll do the inner rims and then they'll smudge under here, and you might think they didn't put anything there, but because it's in your lashes, sometimes you can just smudge it, whatever you just put on your inner rims, which I don't tend to do. If I do think I'm going to do that, if I do think I'm going to want to smudge it, I will purposely bring it down further. So right now I'm on my eyelashes. So if I do think I'm going to want to smudge it, I will put it in my eyelashes. And so that's what that'll look like. So it is kind of more so on my lower lash line. And I think too with kohl liners, because they're creamier, it's going to end up down here anyway, or at least on the actual lash line where your eyelashes are. And then they'll take a pencil and blend it out, a brush pencil type thing, and just blend that out. But usually I don't go for that for whatever reason. And I think because I always take a different color and put on my lower lash line. And some people tell me their mascara, that they don't wear mascara because it always transfers. I've never had that issue. And so I can see it happening if somebody has severely hooded eyes, where you see a sliver of my mobile lid when you don't even see that. So it is just like, it just runs, or they say their eyes might be tearing and it runs, but I've never had an issue with my mascara running. And so some people only use waterproof. I just use regular. Join the club as far as migraine. Yeah, it is not a good club, but thank you for the company. I started getting migraines when I was 33. I'm 55 now, so this has been a journey. But the treatment I do, I get half as many migraine days as I did before I started the treatments, and it's been a game changer for me. You love tight lining, but you find it looks bad a couple of hours later. Older now, 60 plus. Any suggestions? I don't know. I don't know because it may be the product itself may be too creamy for you, or your skin may have changed, where if your skin might have been dry and so it held the liner better, your skin may not be as dry, or your skin may be more oily. Like I really don't have an answer. Because there's different variables. The product, and you're saying tight lining, so when you're in here, so when you say it looks bad, so you're putting it in here. When you say it looks bad, like what do you mean? Like it's down here somewhere? Like, I don't really know, because it could be different reasons. So when you say it looks bad, like what happens? Like does it end up down here on your lower lash line versus your inner rims? I think it's at the end of the day, Dawn said her eyes are dry, so you blink more and then it gets smudgy. Yeah, that'll happen. Skinny Queen, hi, it me. How are you? Thank you, Janet. I didn't even see whatever that was. Huh, okay. Thank you. Caitlin, it's okay. Janet is one of our moderators. And so if somebody does something or says something inappropriate, Janet will handle that. Because I would prefer for us just to keep going. And so as best as you can, just ignore when somebody says something that's inappropriate, because they do that for attention and we don't want to give them attention. Yeah, so we just try to ignore. Sometimes I do go a little off. But as far as you all, I would just try to enjoy the video. And I know it can be difficult because it's just like, why the fuck are they acting like that? Like, so I do get it. Thank you, Caitlin, about the eyeshadow colors. Thank you. This palette is so freaking easy. Like, y'all saw how quick that was. Like, this formula does make a difference. Like, I didn't struggle with anything in this palette. Never. This formula is amazing. Do you think you'll try the hair clip thing for my... No, I ain't doing that shit. Because number one, I ain't buying no damn hair clips. I ain't doing that. And I get what they were saying, because it just overloads those nerves and then they just shut down. I ain't doing all that. Because then my skin, I'm going to have them red marks on my face all damn day from them fucking clippers. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. No. Your eyes are so hooded, says Joe, that some types smudge on me. I love the way YSL looks initially, but always smudges. Oh, damn. Excuse me. Hey, Moko, how are you? Top portion of it. So it ends up here? So you put it on your inner rims, your upper waterline, and then it ends up here like where your eyeliner usually is? Because that might not be a bad look, to look like it's eyeliner up there. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't really know. Dawn, she says she loves the Essence Lash Princess. I remember liking that one too. I didn't get into the waterproof mascaras because they always made my eyelashes crispy. But I get why and they tell us for our kit always use waterproof, but I still never do. And people don't complain. So ends up on the bottom, and you don't want that. Maybe, I don't know if it's the product, because it could be the product, or the formula of the product may change, because sometimes brands do that. Or maybe your skin has changed, and so it's encouraging it to move. Don't be sorry, Caitlin, because I understand it is annoying. Because sometimes I try to ignore, and then other times I'm just like, I mean, so I do get it. My hand is so, wow. Like, this is a mannequin hand. This is not the same shade as my face. Is it the same shade as my shade? I am so many different colors. Yeah, don't apologize. Don't apologize. Because I know I would, honestly, that would probably be me too if I was a viewer, because it's annoying. But no, don't be sorry for that. And I do appreciate it. Well, I remember like the first few not so good trolls that we had, My subscribers were in here going off, and I'm like, okay, listen, y'all, everybody just calm down. I'm like, everybody just calm down. Because what I don't want is there to start this back and forth argument because they're getting attention. And so they keep saying snarky stuff. And then, my viewers, they were just, so I'm like, all right, everybody just, yeah, it was, in a way, when I look back, it was funny because I'm like, they was coming to my defense like, girl, don't be talking like that. I was just like, oh my God, like, they getting ready to fight here. Like, I was like, ooh, thank you, Skinny Queen. Did I miss somebody? Hey, McMillan. I don't want to pronounce your first name. That's why I'm calling you McMillan. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I was like, oh my God. Like, if they were in person, they would have been fighting for real. Who is Pamela? Is Pamela McMillan? You look like a raccoon. I just want to stay at top, but maybe just need to leave it. Let me ask you this, because I have heard people say mascara, it ends up like raccoon eyes. Let me ask you this, like, do other people look at you like what is that? Or is it just you don't like it? Because what I'm thinking is if you do like grungy looks, to me, that's a grungy look. And I would be like, wow, that looks nice. You know what I mean? Because it does boil down to like how it is, if it's how you want it to be. Because that sounds like a grungy look, and I like grungy looks. I would be like, oh, that's nice. And even some places I go, when I see people with grungy makeup, they'll have like thick black liner up here and smudged out, black liner down here. And regular people would be like, oh my God, that's messy. I'm like, no, that's a grungy look, and I love it. And so, the Skinny Queen says, I saw little girls with that 90s spider leg mascara lashes, and it kills me. I think it looks good. It's a preference, Skinny Queen. It's a preference. Like, you don't like it, but they do. It's just a preference. It's just a preference. Because what we say here, wear what you want, how you want to, right? That goes for everybody. And if we don't like it, it's not for us to like because they're wearing it, not us. You know what I mean? Janice says she likes spider lash look. Michelle, she goes for the spider lash look. She puts on mascara. I'm like, girl, you've been putting on mascara for like 10 minutes. Because she's going for that spider lash look. So it is a look. It is a vibe. Skinny Queen's one out the really chunky one, not like the cute one. But that's relative too. Like, what's cute to you or not cute to you may be cute to somebody else. Because that is a look too. And some people do that intentionally. I don't like my lashes to look clumpy. And my thing is, when I see people, it don't matter. Like why do I need to like how their makeup looks? You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, you do get the wild look, see? It no doubt looks excellent on you, but not me. Aw. Hi, Jasmine. A little bit of a few days later, I think it's dinner. Okay. I'm having pasta for dinner. Yeah, I don't know, because it could be the product, and if it was something you always use, they might have changed the formula, or maybe something different happening with your skin, which happens as we get older, our skin changes. So I really don't know. Because it could be different reasons. But I'm just saying I could see the product balling up and clumping, but I don't judge. I just don't think I could pull it off. Thank you, Clean Mom. Thank you for being here. Hello and welcome. Yeah, I get what you're saying, though, because sometimes, like, I might see something and I don't really like it, but then I remind myself I don't have to like it. Like, that's theirs. You know what I mean? And so I do sometimes have to even pull myself back and be like, wait a minute. What's the Crazy Troll Nation motto? Wear what you want, how you want, and rock it. Okay, let me just... You know what I mean? So yeah, so I get what you're saying. I get it. So we're going to take this one. This one is strawberry milk, and we're going to put this on our lower lash line because honestly, I forget what it looks like. And I think it's one that doesn't show up much, but we are going to put shadow on top of it. Why is he making it come on? And over here we do it. Why does this feel scratchy? Over here it doesn't. You know why this feels scratchy over here? Because that blue we put on the outer corner is already dry. And so it's making this feel scratchy going over it. Y'all, these MAC ones don't move. I knew a girl in high school that loved loaded mascara. Once she had long, beautiful lashes. You were always jealous of how she rocked that mascara. Yeah, my lashes, yeah, people be rocking that. My lashes be like, we just want to sit here and just clap for you. Cause and my lashes over here are a little bit longer than my lashes over here. Which makes sense because my face isn't symmetrical, so why should my eyelashes be? Yeah, but I'm just like, yeah, some of my clients, I'll be like, your lashes are really pretty. Because they'll have like long lashes. And I'm putting on mascara. And so it just gives it that look. And I'm just like, wow, like this is really nice. And I try not to be like, oh, wow, this is nice. Or because, again, I don't want them to defer to me on what looks good on them or not. Because I'm like, what you think is more important than what I think. So this is strawberry milk. I will say about the matte, the color of the packaging is what the color is. How it shows up on you may be something different, but it is what it is. What it is. We got lopsided lashes. Oh well, my whole face is lopsided, and my chin. Look, it's only like a partial double chin. Like it ain't nothing over here. But like what the hell is that? Like, can you at least be all over and not just here? And when I smile, look, this side is like right here in the corner. This side is way the hell over here. We won't even get to my nostrils and my lip line and my brows. It's just, my whole face is just like whatever they want to do is what they do. So this brush, ooh, this we're gonna we were this shade, and this shade is Ancient Morla. I do have a 15% off code down below for Notoriously Morbid. This palette is on there. Oh, we were going to put this, let's just put this here. Yeah, we're going to do this on the inner because I want to put that other shade, this shade, on the outer corner because I do think it's just going to look like a multi-chrome. And this is not a lot of space to see the shifts because it is a thin line, but I still just want to see. Y'all know sometimes I do stuff just to see. Like I put on strawberry milk because I just wanted to see what it was going to look like. We got lopsided lashes. Yeah, and I didn't notice it until I think it was Prime Prometics, I think, sent me their mascara. And I'm like, why my lashes look like that? And that's when I realized that they were different lengths. Because I'm like, why is this side looking nice and long and separated, and this side, I could barely see it. And so then when I used a different mascara, I'm like, oh, like, yeah, these lashes are just longer. But I never noticed it until that one mascara. Grace loved that mascara. For me, the more I used it, the more wet it became, which was strange because usually the more you use a mascara, the more dry it'll get from air being in it, opening and closing it. But it got more and more wet. And I'm like, but Grace really liked hers though. I didn't like it. I liked it for like the first month. And after that, I was just like, I am bringing this down a little farther because I'm bringing it down further over here to cover up where my teariness wiped it away. I will say this too, for me doing my inner rims, like sometimes the pencil may flake off and get caught in my lashes, and then sometimes it'll go in my eye. Like, where you want to stay together, y'all? I know they be running from each other. Like, wait a minute, huh? International pen pals? Okay. Could have gave me a heads up on that. You know what I mean? Thank you, Janet. I don't know what happened, but thank you. Now we're going to take Fangs in the Dark, this shade. So this one has that green burgundy shift, and this one has like a blue purple shift. Excuse me. So we're going to take that, and they are different textures. So you can see the texture of this one and then the texture of this one. But these are all really smooth. I really like this palette. I think for this one, if I remember correctly, which I kind of don't because I was out of it and high on Mountain Dew when I used this morning. I don't remember. I think I had to keep going back in and in and in, whereas this one I didn't. But that's just the texture of it. If you have shadows that have a little bit of texture, even though they're smooth, it may take a little bit longer to get it on consistently because of the sparkles that's in it. So we're going to put this. This is a clean brush. We use a new brush, not a new one, a clean brush for every shade here. And that showed up purple. When I turn this way, I see blue. Oh, that's pretty. Speaking of lashes, mine are so thin. I do wear false lashes, but I want to grow back my own if I can. So what do you think about having individual lashes professionally put on? If that's what you want to do, and I do know some people do that. They'll have like lash extensions or something, and they stay on for like 2 months or something like that, 3 months. And I'm like, it don't wash off like when you wash your face. They're like, no. I don't know if I would recommend. Thank you, Da. I don't think I would recommend lash serums without reading a lot of reviews on whatever that product is. And I say that because a lot of reviews I see, they were like, I started getting, cysts under my eyes, or my eyelids became, really dry and cracked, or my lashes fell out. Like some of the reviews for lash serums, I'm just like, oh my God. But if you do decide to use a lash serum to grow your lashes, I would say just make sure you read a lot of reviews. And if you go to a brand website and you're looking at reviews and all of them are 4-star, 5-star, I wouldn't trust it because everybody don't like everything. So if this all 5-star or all 4-star or 4 and 5-star, I wouldn't trust it because that means they're not posting all the reviews because there's no way everybody that tried it loved it. But this is pretty underneath. And so it does look like it is just one multi-chrome. So I'm looking here, and so I do see that green from this shade. And then as I turn, I'm seeing that blue and purple over here. So look at that. Oh, man. I'm going to have to do this on my lid one day. I didn't think it was really going to show up, but I'm like, damn. Hi, Traveler. Were you here before? Your name looks familiar to me. Sorry, I thought we were going down the line. Down what line? Where y'all? Are y'all in here flirting? DA says pretty lady. Skinny Queen says handsome man. The Skinny Queen says, sorry, I thought we were going down the line. Oh my gosh, y'all are funny. That is so funny. And look at that's what I'm saying. This corner's here, this way over here. Like, what the fuck is that? But in Travis's dream. Thank you, Skinny Queen. That is funny. Y'all are funny. I appreciate y'all because y'all be making me laugh. And you know what? Like, stuff like this makes up for when the not so good trolls come in. You know what I mean? Because y'all are so much fun. I was going to put that gray. Do I still want to put? I'm not going to put that. I was going to put that gray underneath, but I like this. My eyes are tearing. Sometimes they do tear when I do my inner rims, and then sometimes they don't. For the last couple of weeks, this eye in the inner corner seems to have been tearing no matter what. So I'm just like, I don't know what's up with that. All right, so did I drop you in the wrong place? Yep, but it didn't fall on the floor. All right, so we're going to do our upper lash line, do mascara. Then we're going to get to these swatches with the lipsticks. Notoriously Morbid did send me this, and they did also send me Vela Tofana. And we did, I think, I want to say 5, but we did at least 4 looks with that one. And so we did 2 looks with these and used all of these shades. This formula is amazing. So I do recommend this palette. I do recommend Vela Tofana, especially if you like this type of color story, the kind of grungy, kind of goth color story. You will wait a while to receive your package. And I do admit that sometimes I get frustrated, but then when I get it, I'm like, oh, this is so nice. Like, it's like worth the wait kind of thing. For me. I didn't even try to that time. I generally thought we were complimenting people. And nobody was. Oh, okay. So you thought y'all were going to go down the line and give each other compliments. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So then she was like, okay, I guess we're not doing that. That is funny. That would be kind of cool, though. There are exercises in the clinical field where that you would do that. Like somebody say something nice about the person next to you and you just go around the room or something like that. So that is a thing. But dang, Skinny Queen, he was saying I'm pretty. Like, I just can't have that. Or she. I don't know the gender or non-gendered or non-binary. So forgive me if I mispronounced you. That is funny. Thank you, Kingsley. How are you today? So what color are we going to use? Do we want to pop it with that yellow? That might be too bright. Or do we want to tone it down and do the pink? I'm thinking to do the pink. Or this one. Because this will pop it too. It'll add a little punk element to the look if we do that. So many choices. Damn. We're going to do the pink. And this duo is, which one I pointed? This one. This duo is Psych Pop. So we're going to, it's water activated. So we're going to take this brush. Can't even see it. This brush. This is a Lethal Cosmetics brush. Learn your lesson. I'm not saying. Say as much as you want, Skinny Queen. Say as much as you want. So I tapped the brush in here, and then I like tapped along the edge to get the excess water off. And then, why I feel like my eyes are tearing, and it feels like they're tearing upward. I think they are. And we're going to run this in here. You can run down the middle to mix the colors. I never do that. When I first did the swatches, when I got it, I did it just to see, but I don't tend to do that. Yeah, it is tearing upward because there's a bald patch in my crease from where my tears wiped away the shadow. Oh, man. Why are they tearing? Y'all, it was 78 degrees in here. I'm like, oh, hell no. And it's like 60-something outside. So I open my balcony window, and I have that fan on over there. And the fan on over here I had on, but then I turned it off. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. Super cute. We're going to come back to that after we do the other side. I tapped in just a little bit more for some more water. Thank you. You can say as much as you want, Skinny Queen. It was just a breakdown in communication. We didn't know what was going on. That's all that was. This side came out so thick. I try not to do a thick line because if I were to look up, this pink would transfer up there because this line is too thick. This side is nice and thin, but yeah, there's too much water on this brush. Notoriously Morbid has eyeliners. I haven't tried them yet. I'm concerned that it'll irritate my lids. And so I'm like, I don't know if I want to take that chance. And they have shadow bases too. I'm going to come back over here. But I am curious. And they have multi-chrome, dual chrome liners too. And just regular liners. But for me, because I put so many lid shades on, I wonder, like, would like the dual chrome aspect even show up on the eyeliner, on my upper lash line? You know what I'm saying? Or would it just blend in with the other colors that's on my lid? Okay, this one is straight. This one kind of hooking up a little bit. We're going to extend it to make it look straight. Yeah. I do think, and I put a hook on the end. Oh man, this is mostly dry already. This is dry already. We're just pulling it out since we took this side out. So that is that. Skinny Queen, no self-deprecation, please. You're not dumb. Don't say that about yourself. I mean, we could have been. We didn't get the memo that we were doing compliment telephone. That's all that was. Yeah, we didn't get the memo. But don't say you're dumb because you're not. Yes, thank you, Janet. She says you're passionate and intelligent. Absolutely, Skinny Queen is. Think of this, Skinny Queen. All the times when somebody say something in the chat, and even if I just talked about it, right? 5 minutes later, not even that, let's say 3 minutes later, where am I going? The Mountain Dew. 3 minutes later, somebody will comment something. I'm like, what are we talking about? And we were talking about the same thing like 3 minutes ago. And I'll be like, what? Like, I don't even know what be going on. Yeah, you're not dumb. You are very kind, very sweet, very funny. Hi, it's me. That always makes me laugh. Oh no, I got quiet. I could feel the cool air coming in from the balcony door. That was the Lancome Sills Booster Mascara Base. Unintentionally funny. That's the best kind. Because sometimes people try to be, and I'm like, dude, shut up. That's the best kind because it's authentic. It's like when people try to be, I'm like, you're trying too hard. Like that wasn't even funny. I do like watching Samuel J. Comero, and I talked about him before. He was on America's Got Talent however many years ago, and I didn't even know that. But a friend of mine, probably like 10 years ago, she had tickets to one of his comedy shows in Philadelphia. Somebody backed out. She's like, I have this extra ticket. Do you want to come? I'm like, yeah, sure. I didn't know who the hell he was, y'all. He was so funny. He does a lot of improv. Like, you'll just be sitting there, and he'll be like, yeah, this guy's sitting there, blah, 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 blah. And he'll just kind of pick with people, but it's all in fun. And oh, I love it. I'll be cracking up. This liner is darker than this liner on upper lash line. We're going to leave it how it is. Yeah, he does a lot of improv. And he is always funny to me. This one time, y'all, and he be cursing at people and stuff like that too. And this one time, well, not at them, but he'll be like, oh, look at this guy. He's sitting here like he had a bad fucking day. Like stuff like that, right? Or he'll be like, oh, are you two married? And he'd be like, damn, neither one of them answered. Like, what the fuck? But this one time, and because I'm used to how he is with his comedy stuff and the improv, this one time, y'all, he was going to fuck off on a heckler. And because he does improv a lot with, the people who were there, I thought he was just, doing his thing. And he said, y'all know how I am if y'all see me before. And if I'm cursing you out and calling you a motherfucker and telling you shut the fuck up, I really mean that shit. I was like, ooh. Ooh. I'm like, oh, he was for real. I was like, oh my God. And he was diagnosed with Tourette's when he was 4. And, every once in a while, somebody in the audience would be like, you don't have Tourette's, you're not twitching. And he's like, what, you want me to twitch every 10 seconds for you, motherfucker? I'd be like, ooh. Because people don't realize it don't happen, like, constantly. And me watching him, and he's here on YouTube, me watching him, I noticed that he stands a certain way. And, like, one arm will be a certain way, and he's holding a mic. And I believe that helps because it is more so one side of his body that'll twitch more than the other. So I think he stands a certain way sometimes so that he doesn't twitch as much. Or somebody be like, you don't have Tourette's, you don't curse. Some people with Tourette's do just like spontaneously curse. See, these two lashes right here just want to stay together. Oh, my shoulder just popped. And he does a cooking show with his children, which is adorable. All right, that's it for the lashes. So you see how you can see these, but where are they at? These are on a short bus. Someone said I should get 2 hoops for your ears. And I said, no, I don't like that. I like the stud. They make me look pretty. That's right. Wear what you want to wear. I don't even have holes in my ears. All right, we're going to get to these lipsticks, y'all. We have 8 of them. Ooh, my goodness, get my thoughts together. I had thought when I scheduled this live, I did think to do a look with the palette, Swamp of Sadness. And then I thought, well, no. But then I thought, wait a minute, it's the same brand as the lippies. So I'm like, yeah, this will work. Damn, I just dropped one. Where did you go? I'm gonna have to get out of my chair. Where did it go? Oh, damn, yo, I really gotta get up and find it. Ugh. I don't even see it. It must be under. Ow! It was under my footstool that was under here. Dang, nabbit. Whew. Do you really skinny? You know what? I think you had mentioned that before. Yeah, so people, when they say he don't have it, they already have in their mind what it is, and it could be different for different people. Like, certain things may be the same, but, like, it's not the same exact thing for everybody. Oh, these are so pretty. And most of these, I only have two that are matte. And both of these are from the Spellcast Beauty side, and actually, this is from the Spellcast Beauty side, and so is Vela Tofana. So, which one do I want to put on my lips? So these are what the other ones look like. And I have my labels all over them. I'm a label whore. If you've been here, y'all know that. And so these are what these look like. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. And I did put also what they were described as. That blue, yeah. Yeah, it can be verbal, physical, or both. Mine is both, but non-verbal. Yeah, his is more physical. And like he'll like, you know, blink a certain way, like sometimes. Or he'll just be like, yeah, the more you know. Yeah. And look at these. These are so pretty. These are so pretty. So we got 8 of these, and we got another blue one. This, I thought about, this was gift with purchase, y'all. And this is I'm Liking Your Style. So it reminded me of this, but this looks to be a little darker. And they mistakenly sent me this in 2 different orders. And so I was like, do I keep it back up or not? I opened this January 2024, and it still performs the same. It still smells wonderful. So I'm thinking, like, should I just give the other one away? Because I've been holding on to it, because I'm just like, that shade, that color, I love it. And over a black lipstick. This is a dual chrome, that green burgundy brown shift that we love. But so we're going to swatch these on our forehead and then figure out which one we're going to put on our lips. This is a nice gauzy color. And I think I want to put this on my lips. We're going to put this on the lips, and then we're going to swatch the other ones on my forehead. I'm going to turn this fan on again over here and take a sip of water. Hit it, maestro. All right. Right over black, or even a dark brown, or even like a maroon or burgundy, something this color. And I am geared more towards the mattes, but y'all, that sell. I'm like, buy one, get one free. Well, let me get my little ass over here and get me some of these metallic. From the metallic ones I have, it is a thinner formula than the mattes. But we're going to see. This is the unseen one, described as, that smells nice. For the first time yesterday, I had gummy Jolly Ranchers, or Jolly Rancher gummies. That's what this smells like, which means it smells like sugar. The unseen one, dark indigo blue base, shifting pomegranate red shine. Okay, let me do that again. The unseen one is described as dark indigo blue base with shifting pomegranate red shine. And this is one of their metallics. Like, handed over, you see number 1, number 3. Yeah, I was just like, oh man. Excuse me. Oh, that's pretty. This is pretty. The reason why I usually don't buy metallic lipsticks. Because I can just tap a shadow over whatever matte lipstick I have on. You know what I mean? So I felt it was not necessary. Even though I don't think makeup is a need anyway. It's a want and a desire. And that want and that desire can be very strong. This is pretty. Let me move this mirror. Where can I move it where you don't get the glare? It's pretty. The only thing with, and usually if I'm tapping a an eyeshadow over a liquid lipstick, is I tend to use a shimmer. Actually, I always use a shimmer. But the color of the eyeshadow may change because of the base that's under it. And usually it's a black or a dark brown or a burgundy. And so it's like, what will this look like? This is pretty. This is really pretty. So this would guarantee this is what it's going to look like. Whereas putting a shadow on, or sometimes I'll put a light colored dual chrome or multi-chrome on top of a black lip. And so it's like, I really don't know, excuse me for smacking, like what it's going to look like until I put it on. But this would guarantee you get the color that you're actually going for. That y'all not just be doing stuff. This is pretty. And so y'all see I had to keep going back and forth, whereas when I use that matte, I just do the whole lip and all of that all in one. I don't have to dip back in. But it's good for those who would rather build it up and they don't want this like right away. This is pretty. This go nice with the look too. Is it just me or do you always get hiccups when you do your eye look? No, I really do. And it's unintentional. And I think because I usually eat something or drink something before the live stream, and because I'm rushing, even though I'm from the United States, you get that? Ha ha. Because I'm rushing to get here, even though I'm here, but like just trying to, get together and be prepared, that I eat or drink too fast. Even though I try not to, sometimes I do. And so, yeah, that's the hiccups and the gurgles and the belches and all of that. So that was the unseen one. And it was happening so much. I'm like, I need to put this in my intro because people will be like, what is wrong with her? That's why it's in my intro, because I know I do that a lot. We're going to do the two matte ones. And these are from the Spellcast Beauty side. This blue, y'all. Ooh, y'all, this don't want to open. Ooh, okay. This is Night Bloom, described as deep royal blue. The ones for the Spellcast Beauty ones are different than the ones for the non-Spellcast Beauty side. So that's what that looks like. And you do or may need to let it dry a little bit because you see how it's shearing out. Let it dry a little bit and then go back with another layer. Because it's looking patchy. I hit my elbow on the table. Sorry for shaking you. So just let it dry a little bit and then go back and add more. Or just shear the whole thing out and just leave it dark around the edges of your lips. So it's kind of, yeah, this is definitely a different formula. Even though it's matte, this is a different formula than the Notoriously Morbid liquid lipsticks. So, and I will show you what I mean. We're going to take mulled wine, the one I showed you earlier. No, this is Wool of Bat, rich, deep cherry red. And this is a matte. So I'm just going to show you, it cut out the word party and put the emojis. You thought I was going on till 9? No. So this one, we're going to put this up here. So you see how consistent that color is versus this one. No, I didn't know how much longer Janessa had, and I thought she had a lot more stuff to do, so that's why I said we were going to switch it to 9. And then when she was like, oh, let me do the outro, I'm like, oh shoot, all right, we're going back to 8 o'clock. So that's what that was about. Yes, I did switch it. And I didn't want to ask her in the chat, how much longer are you going to be? So I'm like, let me just change it. And, yeah. But then when she was ending, I said, let me change it back. So I apologize. Yeah, I apologize for that. I didn't expect her to be done that soon. Hi, Marie. Thank you. This one is Bare Crust. And you're like, girl, why you get that light shade? This is described as matte cinnamon brown. And this is from their peanut butter and jelly collection. It's called Bare Crust. My eyes are really tearing. So this is the other matte one that we got. And you're like, girl, why you get that shade? That is pretty though. This with a brown liner, I think would look really nice. Because otherwise, I think it'll just kind of blend into my face. Or to do an ombre lip with it. That would be nice. So this is Bare Crust. Y'all, this eye is tearing. I can feel it up here. And it just like wiped away my shadow. This though. So all the rest of these are metallics. We have another blue. This is a metallic blue. This is Spectral Seas. Like oceans and seas. Not like seas like I sees you. It's the water seas. You like that orange? Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, it's described as matte cinnamon brown. This one is Spectral Seas. It's described as lapis blue base with multichrome sparkles, shifts, pink, gold, mint, aqua. Y'all see all of this on here, right? And I did put which collection it was from. This is from the Edgar Allan Poe collection. So again, lapis blue base with multichrome sparkles, shifts, pink, gold, mint, aqua. Whew. All right, so we're gonna put this right here. And again, with the metallic ones, you will need to build them up. But if you don't want to, you can keep just this lighter blue or let it dry a little bit and then put more on, I think. Like where? Yeah. I do see the sparkles. I don't know if I'm seeing any of the shifts, but I do see sparkles in it, like in the mirror that I'm looking in over here. Like I don't. Lapis blue base with lapis blue base with multichrome sparkles, shifts blue, gold, mint, aqua. I don't know if I'm seeing any of the shifts. Hey, Joe. Okay. Is she doing all right? I know I did run out of breath. I'm like, okay, this is a long sentence. I'm not seeing it. We're going to put a line under here because maybe that'll be a nice ombre lip look. It smells good. Wait a minute. It smells like toffee. It smells like toffee to me, and y'all know I'm weird. It smells like toffee to me. So that would be a nice ombre lip. Have the darker blue and then the lighter blue. But I'm not seeing over here. I do see over here in this mirror. I do see pink sparkles. But when I'm looking where you are, and I'm over here because there's like a shadow right here. It's like a shadow like right here. But I'm not seeing it. Your mom is doing great. She's feisty 81-year-old Southern lady. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We've been lied to again. That's unfortunate. Lied to about what? Oh. This one, though. This one is Raven's Mirage. Let me take a deep breath. Iron gray base with multicolored sparkles, shifts red, gold, lime, and turquoise. I think this would be nice over black. Yeah, that's a lot. Iron gray base, multi-chrome sparkles, red, gold, lime, and turquoise. All right, let's see. This one, why does it look like that one? This one did go on smooth. So y'all see how like there's no patchiness, there's no fading, and it says a metallic. I like this one. This is nice. Yeah. So this is a different formula than that. This is Notoriously Morbid. This blue is Spellcast Beauty side. This blue is the Notoriously Morbid side, because I was thinking like, is it a difference between which side of the brand it is, but it's kind of not. But this is nice. But you know what? Oh shoot, we're gonna come back to this because I have two other grays that are mattes, and we're gonna see if they look alike. I didn't get my mattes from, oh my God, Janet, I'm so sorry. You didn't get your mattes from them yet. I suggest emailing them, Janet. I suggest emailing them. Because these 6 I ordered June 26th. The 2 I ordered on June 27th. Yeah, I would suggest emailing them. This smells like burnt toffee. No, it doesn't. Ooh. It smells like graham crackers. Because I feel bad. This is Exquisite Beauty, described as, oh Lord, okay. Soft caramel brown with sparkles that shift pink, orange, and lime. Soft caramel brown. Because I want you to get your stuff. I like this formula. Oh, and I see it. I see the shifts. This... I just moved the mirror way over there. But there's still a shadow. Where's that shadow from? This is like a pukey, grungy, golfy, swamp water greenish shade. But then I do see some of the shifts. Because right here, I'm seeing some of that purple. Let's see what it says. Pink, orange, and lime. Lime is green. I'm not, unless this, but there is still like a shadow, like right in the middle. Like where's that coming from? Did you get any purple? Nope. I did not get any purples. I do like that. That is funky in a good way. And me saying funky means like it's different, but I like it. And I do see the shifts. Here's the lime green right here. And here's the pink right here. What else is in here? Orange. I see that this piece that's down here. So yeah, this one, see the shifts. One time you got a shadow palette and it came 3 months late. So when I got it, I was like, what the fuck is this? Because you forgot about it. So we got these two left. These two left. I like this one. That's very gothy, grungy. And then there is some overlap between goth and grunge as far as makeup. And that's why I say goth/grunge, because there is some overlap. This one is Rock Biter. Emerald turquoise lavender with the orange shift. And it says tinted base. And so I don't know what that means. Oh. Okay, we see the shifts. What does it say? Emerald, turquoise, lavender, and shifts orange. I like it. I like it. And it was smooth too. So I'm questioning this one because of how it applied, and I'm definitely questioning that one. But we will use them in the look, like just to see. Because my lips is a different type of skin than my forehead. But because everything else just went on, you know, regular. That is nice. This would be for me Hey, Emma. Yes, you are cool, girl. This would be if I didn't want anything on my lip, but to put something on it because, like, some parts you don't really see it because of my complexion. Excuse me. But then when I turn, it's like, ooh, excuse me. Janet, I have ghost ears today. I don't think I'm going to forget that for a long time. And this eye is tearing. That's why I was doing the lipstick applicators over here because I could feel both of my eyes tearing. That is pretty. This is like a subtle one of this. And we're going to come back to that. Let me lay this out. And then we're also going to go back to the grays, even though this does have flips to it. This is pretty. And it does say a tinted base. I don't know what that means. Because the base is something you put down and then you put something on top of it, where because it is shifts and because this is metallic, I would put this on top of something else. You know what I mean? But I like that though. That is pretty. Yeah, somebody commented on one of my shorts saying that my foundation was too dark and my ears look like little ghost, well, look like ghost ears next to my face because they were lighter. And it's not that it's the foundation is too dark. It's all the bronzers and all the powders that I put on. Yeah, I didn't notice either, but I'd be like, yeah. This morning, though, it was confirmed that my foundation is looking a little too yellow for me right now. And so, but by the time I put on the bronzers, the blushes, and the finishing powders, everything looked like how it looks now. And I did use Eternal Light. And so, who was that? Was it you, Joe, that was helping me with that? She said on her phone it looked fine. On the computer, she said it did look yellow. But she said by the time I got everything done, the face looked even. And so I said I was going to leave out Eternal Light and just make sure whatever else I do, still put Eternal Light around the perimeter. So even if it's more yellow in the center, it'll just look like how people highlight the center of their face kind of thing. But yeah, because I was sitting here like I look like really yellow. Like, is it the lighting or like what the hell? This one is Exquisite Beauty. Oh, this is another long one. Woo. Wait a minute, did we just do? Oh, we did Rock Biter. Okay, we have these two left. Did we do Exquisite Beauty? Yo, my phone, you looked fine. Let me see. Yeah, it was looking real yellow to me over here. And I'm just like, oh my God. Exquisite Beauty, soft caramel brown with sparkles that shift pink, orange, and lime. Is that this one? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this must be this one. Okay. And this is what I'm saying, Skinny Queen. I'll be confusing my damn self. I'll be like, what the hell? So Exquisite Beauty. Ooh. Soft caramel brown. And this one is cinnamon brown, the matte one. This one right here. So where are we at? Because I want to do a long enough line. That looks like, well, similar to that one. I do see the shifts. I am seeing different colors. So it's saying soft caramel brown, pink, orange, lime shifts. Didn't the other one say turquoise lavender shifts? Okay, so no, they are different. But it has that same pukey grunge green, how this one first showed up, and then the shifts come in. Huh. Okay. We're going to put them next to each other, because yeah. This is the last one. Red Wine Supernova. When I saw this one, I was just like, because it looks fiery. And it says it's metallic rose that shifts bronze, orange, and green with hints of purple and blue. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on in these lipsticks. Okay. Red Wine Supernova, metallic rose, shifts bronze, orange, green with hints of blue and purple. We're going to put this here. And I like this formula, so you see how it's smooth. Okay, metallic rose, shifts, bronze, excuse me, bronze, orange, and green with hints of purple and blue. I'm not seeing any shifts. I'm doing all of this because I want to see if the shifts are going to come out. That's why I'm making it so wide. I'm not seeing any shifts. Are y'all seeing any shifts? Hi, Dontrell. How are you? It's giving copy the homework, but change it a bit. I am not seeing any. I don't know where that shadow is coming from. Shifts bronze, orange, and green with hints of blue and purple. Are y'all seeing any shifts? Because I'm not. Like, not at all. I think it's pretty, though. Let me know if y'all are seeing shifts, because I'm not seeing any shifts. Definitely this one. Definitely that one. We are going to... This will be fun. This is Raven's Mirage. That's Raven's Mirage. Red to pink, maybe? And I'm not sure if that's just how the light is bouncing off of it, making it shine a certain way. You know what I mean? As far as seeing pink in it. Because I am seeing where the light is... I mean, maybe so. Like, maybe this is kind of the orangey. Because then this side is still looking rose, red, whatever that said. Rose, red, whatever that said. Bronze, orange, green with hints of purple and blue. Okay, here's purple. This could be... I don't know. So when I'm looking down, I'm reading what it says. So I do see the purple right here. Girl, blue, wait. Jo said she thought she saw some pink. Now what's ironic is right here, I see the purple over here. But when I lean this way, I just see red on this corner. Like the corners aren't looking the same. You see what I'm saying? So I do see purple over here. But, okay. All right. So this is Raven's Mirage. That does have blue tint to it. Hi, normal dude. I remember you. Yep, you're back. How are you? And we're going to take Rock Biter. Let me fill that in. I don't know why. That's Rock Biter. Let me keep these in some kind of order. Okay. So, Raven's Mirage, Rock Biter, Exquisite Beauty. Nice to see you too. Thank you for coming in today. Why I say that like you came to work. Thank you for coming in. So these are different for sure. What I'm going to do, we're going to take If Looks Could Kill Metallic Smoky Silver. But none of these are silver. For some reason, I forget which one this one was. It was making me think of this one, but it's not. Because this is definitely a silver. This is definitely... These don't all smell the same. So they are different. It's a subtle difference. It is a difference. Okay. Where's I'm liking your... Oh, over here. I'm liking your style. That's what this one reminds me of. So we're going to put I'm Liking Your Style above it. Y'all look at, oh, I love this one. Nope, that is not the same. And this is a multi-chrome too, but because it was a gift with purchase, there's no information. Well, there was not any information, like a description or whatever, because y'all know I would have labeled it up. So that's what this part of this shade reminded me of this, but it's definitely not the same. And it has a nice shift. I'm seeing some burgundy, or so we're gonna put this under here. It's definitely different. Okay, because I know I have a thing where I don't want stuff to look the same. Is that the one you have two of? Yes, this one. Thank you, normal dude. I appreciate the super chat. Yeah, this is the one I have two of. So everything is different. We have another gray. Loving the Dead. No, this is green. There's some, oh, it's, let me see. Because y'all know I don't like having dupes and stuff. Not that one. This is Somber, Matte Metallic Gunmetal. I don't know how matte and metallic can be the same thing in the same product. So is it matte or metallic? I don't know, but that's what this is. And this, Gunmetal Gray. And this is similar to something else I have. And it might be this one. It might be that one. It is a little bit darker, but I mean, if you want to be nuanced, it's a little bit darker and not as shiny, but it's not that different from this one. It is darker than this one. But then on my lips, would it look the same? You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know I don't like to have duplicates. Unless it's something like, I mean, when I say that, I mean, I don't want duplicates where, okay, I just bought, 8 lipsticks and like 3 of them look the same, that type of thing. I'm just like, I don't like that. Like having a duplicate of something that I love, yes. Because sometimes I do get backups of stuff that I love because I love it so much. So everything is different. These two are just suspicious because I don't know. The formula is really thin. That's what it is. And so these are our swatches. Let me put away the ones I already had. And of course, I don't remember what was where at this point. I do know Red Wine Supernova. No, it's not. The Unseen one. This is what's on my lips. I like that one. By the way, never give up when you do. Thank you. This is what's on my lips. This, oh, what I was going to do. This is Rune, a black. We are going to put some of these on top of this black just to see what it do, especially the ones with the shifts. But I think all of them had a shift, to be honest with you, or say they had a shift. So we're going to just play around right now. This is going to be fun getting this off my face. When their lipsticks dry down, y'all, them jokers don't move. And that's why I'm aggressive removing my lip product, because I'll just take paper towel and just keep scrubbing it. And that's how I ended up with micro tears on my lips when I put that loose glitter on top of a liquid lipstick. So that was a learning lesson for me. So this is Rune. And this is described as a super opaque, rich black. Yo, I love this because y'all know I love a black lip. I just want to let that dry a little bit. So we're going to put that away. What do we want to put on top of that? I want to put these lighter ones on top of it. To see what it's going to look like. What other one? Maybe. Yeah, so on my lips is the Unseen one. And this is described as Dark indigo, dark indigo blue base, shifting pomegranate red shine. So it's like a blue red metallic. This is it. I really like that. I think I might want to try this over the black too. There's so many labels everywhere. All right, are you dry? Almost. All right, let's go for it. You said don't. Oh, you don't have unseen one. This is pretty. This one, let me move it. Yeah, so this one and this one, I'm not really feeling it. Red Wine Supernova. So over black. This is vampy because of how dark it looks, and then you see a little bit of the red. Okay. That's nice and vampy. That's nice. This one is Rock Biter with all those, you have Spectral Skies. Was that the one that looked red? Ooh, look. Oh. Emerald Turquoise Lavender shifts orange. Okay. So watch when I come down. You see them shifts? But once it's on, it just looks lavenderish to me. But I do see, and then I'm seeing shifts. I do see some blue like right here. That's pretty. This is the blue one on my forehead. Huh? Oh, you're saying Spectral Skies is the blue one on my forehead. Is that what you're asking? Oh, damn. Yeah. It says right here on the label. And this one is the shimmer one. Well, yeah, that's this one. Does yours show up like this, or do you just let it dry down and then just put more? Because I'm looking at how it's looking. And this one too, which is Night Bloom. So when you put yours on, does it not look patchy? Yeah, these are 8 that we're swatching, and now we're layering over. This is pretty though. This is a nice golf lip right here. Nice golf / grunge look. That is nice. This one, Exquisite Beauty. It looks good on the lips. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Exquisite Beauty. Ooh. Ooh. What I like is that these are showing up different. They showed up different over here. They show up different over here. So we just got a little bit of space to put Raven's Mirage. Oh, that's good to hear, Janet. Because you know I'm going to try them. But right now I'm kind of like, What is this one? Raven's Mirage. Do I need more black underneath? Let's see here. Let's do that again. Exquisite Beauty is the one you have on twice. On this side, I'm going to put a little bit more of this black. Actually, let's do it down here so I can see it better. Alright, so that was room. Let that dry for a second. Because I do want to put Mirage, Raven's Mirage on top of that and see. But I do like that they all look different. I do like that they all look different. This one's going to be interesting to see what I do with that one. So Raven's Mirage. So it just looks gray. Okay. Okay. So putting it over black didn't change anything. No, it didn't change anything. It's gonna be fun getting this off my face. Yeah, that didn't change it much. Okay. But those are nice. I'm liking your style. One more, we're gonna be done. I love this one. I love this one a lot. That ain't the one. It's sitting over here next to me. What shade is right under your lower lip? That is this one? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe this one, because I wanted to see if it was going to be different than the unseen one. I do know this is the one on my lips. So I think it might be Red Wine Supernova. Yeah, so I think this is, that's not that though. I don't know what that is, Janet. I'm sorry. You want to change something? Get you some chroma glass, some chroma glosses from Glisten Cosmetics. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I don't know. You have Supernova. That rings a bell now. Because I think you had it on in one of your pictures, and I was like, oh, what is that? So this is I'm liking your style, and then we'll be done. Yeah, I don't remember what. I don't remember what that one is. It ain't that one. This is the one we just put here. That's not that. I don't know. Exquisite Beauty. This smells like burnt toffee. I don't know. I don't know which one that is, Janet. And this one I'm saying, Skinny Queen, I be confusing my damn self. This one is I'm Liking Your Style, which is not available. That's pretty. What cleaner are you going to use? The same thing I normally use. The Scandinavia Makeup Removal Spray and a Neutrogena White. This brings out the green when this is over a black. I do like it. And I don't always layer stuff over black, because y'all know I love a black lip, like all by itself. But then sometimes I'm like, oh, let's just see, you know, what this will look like. Yeah, I really like that one. Ooh, touched it and it's still a little wet. So I'm sorry, Janet, I don't remember what that is. And I don't have space to swatch more stuff to figure it out. Big as my face is. But you were using cleansing balm, and I don't have cleansing balm. I used to buy it, but then I felt like I was wasting it because I always end up going in with a white to get on my inner rims and my lower lash line, because cleansing balms never removed off my lower lash line. And of course, I don't put it on my inner rims, but what I can do, Janet, I can swatch down here. I can do that. Yeah, let's do that. We know it ain't this one. And we know it ain't these. And we know it's not this. All right, so I'll swatch down here real quick. I could do that. This one is Rock Biter. And actually we'll go across, since we went across under the lip. So that's Rock Biter. Oh, shit. Oh, shoot. That's Rock Biter. I'll keep these in order this time. Rock Biter. You said you have Red Wine Supernova. That's this one. So this isn't that. So we'll put that to the side. This one is Raven's Mirage. This isn't that, because this is too gray to be that. It might be. Because the top of this shade looks like that, but then the bottom doesn't because of the shifts. What is this? Why my thing is pushing buttons? And this one is Exquisite Beauty. It might be this one, Janet. I don't know. This is that pukey green that I like. I think it might be Rock Biter. I think it might be that one. Did I just put my finger in it? Yeah. Yeah, I think it might be Rock Biter, which is this one. Yeah, I think it's Rock Biter. Yeah, this is Rock Biter, Janet. Yeah. Rock Biter. Oh, you think it's Exquisite Beauty? But putting this here, though, it does blend it. Well, it does blend into it. Rock Biter. Exquisite Beauty. Contour my nose. This is looking more blue and purple over there than... Hey, Rumi. How are you tonight? I still think it's Rock Biter. And we did put Rock Biter right here, right underneath that shade. And I think it's this green hue that's kind of making me think that it's not Exquisite Beauty. I think it's Rock Biter. My face look crazy. Random stuff. Hey, TT. So when you blend, I'm not blending it in. We're just doing lipstick swatches. Damn it, y'all. I forgot to take pictures of the look before I did all this. Yes, these are the lippies from June, Tanya. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to blend it in. Yeah, I had purchased, well, eight lipsticks I ordered came in, and so we were just swatching them. Yeah, I think that's Rock Biter, Janet. The look is still there. Yeah, the look is there, but the tape, like if I post pictures of this, it's like, what am I looking at? Like, what? It's like, oh, thank you, Tanya. Janet, I do think you should email them. I think it's Rock Biter. I don't know where else to swatch the shade, but I think that's Rock Biter. We put it here, and this is the one you were asking what it was. Because this one is staying that greeny, grayish type hue. This is Exquisite Beauties. Exquisite Beauty. Yeah. I'm glad they're all different, though. I will, maybe in the next look, I will try these. Because right now, I'm like, I don't know. You think you are correct. Yeah, I'm just still looking at it. Even though here it does look more purple, but then different angles. Yeah. But these are pretty, though. And I thought this was going to be similar to I'm Liking Your Style, but it's not. And I don't know where we put those. I had everything together, but then when I start doing more, I forget, like, what's where. But this will be interesting what I do with that. This is Bare Crust. That might be an ombre with mulled wine, which is that dark shade. That might be a nice ombre lip. Maybe that's what we'll do with it. That's this shade, mulled wine. It is not Wool of Bat. That's this shade. So this will be an ombre. I do like how that looks. And this looks almost purple. What is described as? Rich, deep cherry red. Yeah. Yeah, this will be a nice ombre lip. That's what we'll use those for. All right, y'all, we're going to go. Oh, my gosh. I didn't think we were going to be here that long. Janet, please email them because I do be feeling bad. And the reason that I feel bad is because some people do order stuff based on my content and how I feel about it and how it looks on me. And so I feel responsible for it, even though I know I'm not responsible for it. But I feel, well, not to say it that way. I do feel a little responsible for the purchase because I know that they might have got whatever they got from the brand in general because of me. I know I don't have any control over it being made because they do hand make their lipsticks. But I do feel responsible in a way because it's like, okay, they got this partly because of me and they still didn't get it. And so I just kind of, yeah. So that's why I keep saying I'm sorry because I want you to get your stuff. Yeah. And there is something before I emailed them about, and they got back to me and they told me like what the holdup was, like why, or they were waiting on like the component or something. Yeah, you ordered a palette from me before you discovered me. So, okay. Awesome. And I know you don't, but for me, I'd be like, I want my stuff. But then when it comes, I'm so excited. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is great. But I do always feel obligated to say you're going to wait a little while because other stores, for people who don't buy a lot of indie stuff, Ulta comes in like 3 days. Sephora might come in 2 days. Natasha, I'll get that in like 2 days. If I order Pat McGrath, I get that sometimes the next day. And so, I know the indie world is different. And I don't buy a lot of indie. And so I'm not used to, it'll, take whatever. But, and you order only indie. Yeah. So yeah, you're used to that. I'm not used to that. But yeah, it does. I do kind of, But we are. Ooh, did I touch that? It's dry already, y'all. Like, just a little bit gave off. That's this middle shade, I think. Yeah. This is gonna be fun getting this off my face. So I'm gonna spray it down with the makeup removal spray. It says spray once or twice. I'm gonna do like 4 or 5 times and then just. Cause when it dries, it don't move. It do not move. You've been ordering from brand sites lately. Yeah, they ship quicker. Yeah, the indie world is a different thing. But so we're gonna go, y'all. Thank you for being here. I can't believe I forgot to take looks of the look before I started painting the face. But y'all know I love painting my face. So these are the 8 lippies. And I usually don't even get metallics, but I'm like, shit, buy one, get one free. And all the dark ones they had, I'm like, okay, I already got those. Or something that looks similar to it. So I was trying to just get different things. I'm trying to get this to hold it up where you see the color and not the labels, because y'all know I'm a labeler. So these are what we got. All of them are different. At first I thought some were similar, but next to each other, like they are really not. So we have like a really nice variety. You can get clips from the look from your live. Yes, I can. I just have to fast forward to it and then, have my finger ready to pause it and then tap it again to get the chat off and to get the play button off. And yeah, I can do that. So I'm really glad that they all show up different. I'm definitely going to be trying these 2 blues though. Oh, it said we spinning. It said now I'm live again. I did not think we were going to be here this long. Good night, y'all. Back to the work grind, says Tanya. Yeah, we're all going to go. But yeah, I'm excited for these. These 2, I'm just like, okay, we'll see. But I do believe you, Janet. Yeah, that it'll look different on the lips. Thank you, Janet. As much as I act up sometimes, I do feel deeply. I really do. And y'all know I'm sensitive in a lot of ways. So even though I'll be like, what motherfuckers? Like I really do have a soul. I really do. And especially for y'all, because y'all are special to me, seriously. So we're going to go, y'all. Thank you for being here. I'm glad everything is different and different from what I have. I do have 2 grays that look similar, and I'm just like, but I'm not ready to let one go yet. And one is Loving the Dead, and the other one is Somber. So they're both like metallic gray type shades, but I'm not ready to let one go yet because they're both still fairly new to me. But I am glad they're all different. I do like when putting them over a dark shade, it will bring out one of the shifts in that lip. And so I do like that too. So we're really going to go. Thank you, y'all, for being here. Thank you for the replay crew. Make sure you subscribe. If you're not and you keep coming back, go ahead and click thumbs up. Because if you watched all of this, you know you like it. So just stop playing. And we have a video going up tomorrow. Oh, wait. We have a live stream tomorrow. And that one is going to be me incorporating, me exaggerating my freckles. That's what La Cat requested. So we're going to just do a regular look and then just incorporate a lot of exaggerated freckles for that. Tuesday, we're doing Dawn's look. She wanted a Day of the Dead look. And then next Monday is Michelle's look. She wanted teddy bear, half evil, half good. So that's the live stream setup. We do have videos going up in between. And yeah, y'all, we rolling through October. This is insane. But it's been fun, and I appreciate y'all hanging with me. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and y'all will see me soon. Bye.